Kurt had a newborn baby. He had a newborn baby and a career that was spiraling out of his control. And he had health problems and he had drug problems. He was a real quiet kind of a kid, but like any rocker who is getting an awful lot of pampering, um, he was probably surrounded by people who weren't necessarily um, able to steer him in the right direction. I know he had, all sorts of people working for him that were trying to help him out and keep him afloat and take him into different directions. Um, but at the end of the day, he was, it seems like he was pretty unhappy, and there wasn't anything that anybody could do about it. Uh, I met him just briefly because I did not hang out backstage. I would usually go off and do my own thing when we were traveling, and I, introduced myself at the beginning of the shows and to thank them all for having us on. We played with them in on Halloween, so there's like a legendary Halloween show where he dressed up as Barney and his bass player dressed up as Slash, and that's is a widely celebrated night in the annals of Nirvana lore. And then I remember going backstage once, and Courtney and the child were there, and I remember Kurt asking my Kurt what he used to do because our guy had twins. It's like, what did you do when the babies cried? Did you bring him into bed with you, or did you just let him cry? Because I guess Kurt and Courtney were having a disagreement as to what to do when the child um, cried. And I'd like to point out that by this time in his life, Kurt Cobain could afford a nanny, which he had with him on the road. And we didn't have none of that when Kurt had twins. In fact, if you want to talk about before and after, um, Kurt having twins in